Yeah, lots of funny Omnivores Norses episodes, especially the one where they painted for Chinese takeaway, but they didn't realise it was paint from railway tunnels. Oops. And then the con artist who tries to sell them £10,000 in gold chains, it turns out he was a scammer. That was a good one. Not to mention the infamous episode where Faye was working on Grandad was working on the wrong chandelier.
There's lots to choose from. I watched some of series one, but at the moment it's on the bookcase near to the television, along with Stella, which kind of stalled in series two.
Yeah, and somebody sold Del Boy a satellite dish where he can access every channel. Unfortunately for him, it was nicked from an airport to direct aeroplanes.
At the moment, I'm watching The Devil's Men again, or the US title, Land of the Minotaur, with Donald Pleasance, Peter Cushing, and Luann Peters is also in the Flesh and Blood show, filmed in Greece. I have Captain Clegg on the TV stand thing, because obviously The Devil's Men, which is similar.
Yeah, it's just one of those take your time viewings. I've got Stella as well.
It's similar to Incense of the to the Damned, or Bloodsuckers, where Patrick Mower and that, and Imogen Hassel, but not no. Shouldn't be too long. As soon as I've finished The Devil's Men, and I'll pop Captain Clegg straight into the Blu-ray player. I mean, this week I should be getting Horror Express, and Dr. Blood's Coppin from 1962, and maybe at your end The Black Cat. I do have the first Halloween for you. Haven't tried it. It was from a charity shop. Vis-a-vis Stella. Now that was for me about £22 online from CEX, and I think my problem is I keep on thinking about Gavin and Stacey. Now I haven't watched Gavin and Stacey now for quite some time. Before I used to overdose on Gavin and Stacey, but now I haven't really touched it as such. I think at some point I may get the refreshed, condensed box set with series 1, 2, and the Christmas specials. I hope they do one more Christmas special where Smithy and Nessa get married. Then I'll be happy with that. That'll be enough. Yeah, for me, I haven't touched Stella now for quite some time. But I moved it into the bookcase near the television along with Horne. I went through so many different phases in my early days of building up the collection. And I got some others to have them. I haven't watched that for a long time. That's still stuck on bookcase. That was on that £10 at Sainsbury's. You get some really good ones at Sainsbury's for not a bad price, but as you know, the Sainsbury's, well, all Sainsbury's really, but they've stopped doing DVDs and CDs now. They're just taking them out of the equation. Now I'm really starting to fine tune ones that I really do want, and ones that I haven't tried, like The Devil's Men. Good film. Shot entirely in Greece. Good film. I don't remember a film with a certain actor in, and I remember one film Roger Dolce was in with this American couple. Obviously, the last was Catherine Ross visiting this house. When I checked IMDb, it's The Legacy. That's another one you need to put on your hit list. The Legacy. And you recognise some actors in it as well. Good. Of course, films like Death Ship. So many. Like yesterday at Beverley, I come across, Beyond the Poseidon Adventure for £1, and a brand new sealed Peter Sellers film with extras on it. Dr. Strangelove, or How I Stopped Worrying and Started to Love the Bomb. Well, let's have a little win at Lotto. No more DVD purchases for me this month. I've gone above and beyond. But I'm pleased I'm getting some of the more desired ones on my list, even though they're not cheap. Right, Captain Clegg's in the Blu-ray player. At the moment, because I'm watching the second to last episode of season 2 of Just My Dear, The Repair, the little kid's fishing rod.
I am currently cooking tea for the little Matthew.
Of the two, I do prefer Just My Dear to Romney Jones. I mean, Romney Jones is not bad, but Just My Dear is the better. I might, until you're ready, go back to series 1 of Just My Dear. I like Romney Jones, but Just My Dear is better. Yes, Mr. Horne, so I think tonight's viewing should be, if you've got it, Horror Express, as I now have the Blu-ray, which came today in the mail. Yes. Mr. Horne, if you haven't watched it, you watched a bit, what is your opinion on Stella? The one with Ruth Jones. For me, the jury's out. I can't make my mind up. I made it as far as when her son, who went towards Canada, had his visa cancelled because he didn't declare his time in jail, and where her ex-partner, whose that son is, bought the quarry nearby, and back up to there, and after that I put it back in box and I haven't watched it since, and that was a fair while ago. The one thing that stopped me is the fact that it wasn't cheap to get, and believe me, I checked and I searched, and I did do the YouTube test. I mean, mine was from CEX. That was, I think it was 22 quid. I was thinking about French Fields, but that's 7 series in total. 7 discs, and it wasn't a charge shop purchase. It was Amazon or eBay or something. I was going to prepare my tea. It should become something that will take about 20 minutes in the oven. So yeah, I've got Halloween Kills today from Asda for £5. It's got the theatrical and extended versions.
To be honest, Stella is more Rose's thing, but obviously the bit I watched with her, which is quite a lot, was entertaining. It deserves a good crack. Yeah, a decent crack for the first 3 series at least. Inside.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. It's on shelf along with near the front door now, with Fresh Fields and French Fields. I mean the whole complete Stella was 22 quid off CX. Well, I'm got The Devil Rides Out in ready on standby. So just let me know when you want to cue camera action, and we'll get The Devil Rides Out, which is obviously outstanding from the other day. All this time, I've now finally got a remastered version of Horror Express. And I've got another bag of charity shop DVDs that I'm going to go back. I've just heard the buzzer go on the oven, so my tea's about ready. Like I said, I've got the Double Rides Out ready. I'm just watching the special extras on the Horror Express Blu-ray. At our next session, Mr. Horne, we ought to record a new opening for the pouring a pint of speckled hen into a glass. Work it out beforehand where I say a bit, you say a bit, I say a bit, you say a bit. Yeah, still watching the extras on the Horror Hostel Blu-ray, but I'm ready to fire up when you are ready. Nice chicken breast here. Put pepper on top. I've done plenty of chicken meat, so I'm going to put some chips in. Well, put timer on. And Double Rides Out tonight. Or maybe we should call it, the film I'm going to watch tonight, The Devil Runs Out, or Bin Bags.
Your black cat has arrived. Unfortunately, I had to break into the seal because the DVD was flapping looser than John Holmes's flaccid cock. And as you know, a loose DVD is prone to being damaged or scratched, and I didn't want that, so I protected it.